What's up, gardeners? Today we are going to be trimming this bush behind me. It's a California blue blossom. It's been growing in here in this yard for a very long time. It was actually way up here over the fence when I moved in, and I cut it down. And next winter I'm going to put it in a pot, dig it out. So, but right now it needs a little trim. So today's video is how to trim a hedge. A little bit about plants. So here we go. Let's get into it. All right, well, first off, let's give you a little tour of the plant. You can see Miss Lily over here on the right, having a little drink of water. She keeps I keep a little dish of water out here for her. But as you can see, we're pretty overgrown here. What I had initially done was created sort of a pad layer down here, but we're gonna have to trim that back so we could see it again. Tighten that up a bit. But essentially what we're doing here, I'll show you, we've got just, all right, so we got these tiny little flowers over here. And once those fall off, it's about the time to trim your plants in the summertime, if they're a flowering shrub or tree, something like that. But you know, they're not all the way falling off, but it's okay. It's time to do it, and we've got the time today. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Come on, come into focus. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna set this thing down again and just get to trimming, and then we'll show you what we do. All right, so for today's task, we're just using some Fiskars, just regular old shears, nothing fancy. All right, so once again, I'm just gonna start cutting some of this stuff back. We're gonna go back to the nodes. That's the section where a branch comes off, the main branch. You might see a couple little flowers coming out, a couple little buds, something like that. That is going to be where new branches come out. So we're gonna cut those back to where they start to tighten up back on the branch so that we get a nice bushy, more round shape and not this kind of wild, overgrown, extra length. Inside. We can do that. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, come on, let's back in. Come on. Hey, come on. No? Okay. The boss is always screaming at me for something. So if you don't know what I'm talking about with nodes and such, so look right about in here. See, all right, so right here, you got that little branch, that little leaf, and that little dude right there. That sucker is your node. Almost like a tomato sucker, same kind of idea, but you don't necessarily want all of those. But yeah, so you wanna do, boop, then you're gonna get a branch here. If I wanted to have one facing the other way, just cut it there. I have one that comes out right here. The branch will start to go that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. See what I mean? Kind of creating that pad layer, just getting our little space for our hand to go through, add a little depth. Looks nice when you do this. It's a little hot out here. Gotta stay hydrated. Right, Lily? Yeah, gotta stay hydrated. You just did. So I'm still just doing the same thing, just taking it back down to an appropriate level. I do have to be a little careful. There's some ladybugs that are trying to hatch on some of these leaves. I'm not trying to cut them off and disturb them. I actually got to watch one come out of its little, you know, whatever that thing's called, this morning when I was working on a tree. So that was pretty cool. Anyway. All right, that weather changed. There comes the cloud. Anyway, let's take a look now. That's about probably all I need to do. All right, it's got a lot of that big leggy growth up. Got that chopped off. Just gonna let these kind of branch out a bit, see how they do. This one I might actually just take back a little bit more. Where's my shears? Oh, we're doing the whole full 360, y'all. All right. Oh. Fingers. Let's take that back to there. Let me take this little guy back to about here. I need to sharpen these, they kind of suck. Okay. Just round it off a bit. Like kind of like that. See a nice kind of round shape. I'm trying to fill out this area a little bit more. Kill back some of this growth here. I'm just gonna cut this one back a little bit too. Maybe this little guy a skosh. Couple of these. And oh, hey, check it out. Here's that ladybug I was talking about. Oh, right there. Anyway. So yeah, now we got it all trimmed up. Let's get it a little better shot from the kind of the front side here. Oh, we're gonna walk around. You get to see my tomatoes in my shadow. All right. Hey, look, a cat. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. It's gonna fill out nicely. Super simple. Right, Lily? Say hi to the fans. Lily. She doesn't care. All right, oh, so well, you see this mystery seltzer can hanging here. So I'm trying to train this tomato vine. It's a cherry tomato. Orange cherry tomatoes, I saved the seeds from them, have for years now, and they're delicious and very pest resistant. If you can do this, I definitely recommend it. There'll be videos on how to save seeds later this year. But yeah, check it out. Just like a little wire or a little bit of jute, something like that. Hanging on. So yeah, that's how to trim the tree, or the hedge rather. And we're gonna leave you with some shots of Miss Lilycat here on the outro. We'll see you next time.